What is going on, guys? It's HumbleZeus here, bringing you my first official Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video. I know you might be like, but there's Advanced Warfare on your channel already. Yeah, see, I've been live streaming. I told you guys I wanted to get started doing that, and I finally got everything all set up and working, so I do live stream now, and I'm going to be live streaming basically every day from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock if I'm not busy. If I'm busy, then I'll send out a message and I'll be like, oh, okay, maybe I'll do it from 5 to 6 or whatever. But it'll be about an hour on the weekdays and on Saturdays. So Saturday, tomorrow, I'll be live streaming. And then on obviously every day in the next week coming up and all the preceding weeks, I'll be streaming. And I won't just be streaming Call of Duty. I'll be doing things like Shadow of Mordor, maybe Minecraft, a bunch of other games. But Call of Duty will currently be the thing. And I'll also upload the live streams to YouTube so that if you don't see them, you can still watch them. I might switch over to Twitch at some point, but for now, I'll keep all the live streams to YouTube so that you guys are aware of them and you'll know when they come out and all that fun stuff. Now, talking about Advanced Warfare and about my first official video of it, my first official video is actually a review of Advanced Warfare. Now, I've talked about it in my live streams, so I am enjoying this game, but I want to give you kind of my full spectrum of things I like, dislike, would like to see, what I don't like to see, all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm going to start off with the cons, and it's going to be a whole multiplayer review, not a single player co-op, just plainly focused on the multiplayer aspect of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare right now. Obviously, this game is subject to a bit of change. They can, patch things up, so this is a very early review. Hasn't been out too long, not even 2 weeks, so, everything I say in here might not be applicable like 2 months down. We don't know. So, just take this as it is, as it stands right now, Call of Duty being very young at this point. So starting off with the cons of the game, things I don't like. I don't have too many. I have like 2 kind of major ones, and one of them isn't really a big thing to me, personally, but you guys, depending on how you see it, you might find it a bit more harsh. Now, this game, initially, and you will notice it if you have it, or you've owned it, or you've at least played it for a little bit, that the game can be very laggy in multiplayer. It can, for some reason, you'll be playing and then all of a sudden you'll start teleporting everywhere, or your bullets won't connect, or something just happens and then all of a sudden you just know, oh my god, I'm lagging. And I'm hoping that this will get fixed later on, and I'm pretty sure it will, because usually games like this big are a bit laggy initially, especially if the group aren't really prepared or whatever. So I'm not fully saying, oh my god, this game was going to be the laggiest Call of Duty ever. I'm just saying that right now it's very laggy. If you tend to get it really early, or you've gotten the game really early, or you've got to go buy it for some reason, be prepared that there will be a bit of lag. But overall, I don't think it's ever that bad that you can't play, but you will notice the lag there. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't experienced any really, really bad lag, just kind of spurts, but nothing too serious. And then hacking. Now, this game has already been hacked. And you might be like, oh, what about that 3-year development cycle? Honestly, I'm thinking of games that, have had longer cycles, like Destiny, that got hacked very early, and that game had a oh my god, that game had a development cycle. I'm not necessarily horribly upset now. Some people be like, it has the same encoding as Ghosted. I mean, like, okay. Alright, so, it doesn't have a super brand new encoding, and I'm like, alright, that's a fair argument. You could be like, well, if you're gonna spend 3s on a game, you can change up the code a bit so that people don't hack it as easy. And my response to that is, it would have been hacked anyway, even if it had a different one. All that would have done is it might have taken them like 2 hours longer to do. If people want to hack something, they will figure out a way to hack it, and you see it in a lot of games. You see it in Destiny, you saw it in Battlefield, you see it in the older Call of Duties. These games just don't, not get hacked. And I mean, it's just kind of a thing that happens. I haven't really run into any hackers. I haven't found any real issues with that. So overall, I don't think that's a major issue. So the main thing I would say that kind of hurts this game is the lag, but I'm hoping that'll be fixed. Now, moving on to the pros and the area that I'm more happy with is that I think that Sledgehammer has built a really solid game. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it caters to all kinds of players, rushers, kind of more defensive players who don't want to move around as much. I think it caters to a lot of people, and the playlist that they have, the non-exo playlist, caters to even more people who don't want to use the exo playlist. I know when Thunder was looking at this, he was like, alright, Black Ops 2 with, Titanfall, Black Ops 2 mix. And I was like, okay. I mean, I respect Thunder. I like Thunder a lot. I felt a bit like, I'm like, well, kind of being a bit harsh already. But other than that, I still, I was like, I still had my own hope for the game. I know Apocalypse, someone else who I watched a lot, was kind of not a big fan of the, exo suits. He was like, I think I prefer my old standard Call of Duty. And again, perfectly fine without a bit, contesting. I was like, gotta let it try, see how that is. And I think that you're definitely going to get the most out of the Exo playlist, not the non-Exo playlist, but I don't know everyone's particular playstyle, but I think the exosuits do lend a lot, but they also did cater to a lot of people in the multiplayer. The weapons do feel very nice. They don't feel overpowered, they don't feel broken, they don't really have like one gun that stands above the rest, like how we had the MTAR and all that, like in the Vector initially and then the Bio. We don't have these kind of god guns. All the guns feel strong, but they feel like, you can counter them, and the exosuit, again, does lend to, helping people counter that. And the customization feels very nice. It lets you pick what you really want. Do you want 2 grenades, or would you like kill streaks? Would you not like kill streaks? Do you want more, perks? Like, how do you want to do this? How do you want to play it? Love it. Supply drops, very good way to get, add some life to the game, give you more stuff. The customization's very nice. The create emblems feels very nice. So, everything I think is kind of coming together in a way that a very good Call of Duty is. Now, if I'd have to give it a score, I'd probably give it about, like, I'd say about an 8 on multiplayer. 8, close to 9, 8.5. Because it does feel very good. It just has some small issues that, hinder it. And over time, I think those issues will be ironed out. And I'm not coming from this from the point of a fanboy. I'm coming out of it from the point of someone who, I like Call of Duty, but I'm more than willing to bash Call of Duty's head into the ground if it deserves it. And I don't think this game deserves to be, bashed into the ground. So if you're interested in picking this up, I would definitely say, pick it up. If you want to try it, I know the PS4 has a share play, and I'm pretty sure you can, like, borrow the game, rent it out, So I would say that if you're kind of interested in trying it, you don't know, try the different game modes out, see what fits you. Maybe you're a bigger fan of the non-Exo playlist. Maybe you're a bigger fan of using the Exo playlist. So, there's a whole slew of things for you to do. They got the zombies, they got the survival, they have all this stuff for you. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. And I hope to see you guys on the battlefield. Later!